Hi guys, let me share with you one of the principles that keeps me on track and helps me stay consistent in the pursuit of my personal goals. Um, it's called actions tracking. I learned it from the Compound Effect book by Darren Hardy. By the way, if you're someone who wants to change the trajectory of your life, I highly recommend that book. You should try and get it and read it. It's going to transform your life. Seriously, I promise you. Yeah, that's that. So what's actions tracking? I'm going to get into that in a bit, but first, I want you to understand that, you see, where you are right now, whatever your situation is, like where you are right now is as a result of all your previous actions and all your previous decisions, whether you made them intentionally or not, right? Your present reality is a sum total of all your past choices and past decisions, right? Do you understand that? And as such, if you're not pleased with the present situation of your life right now, if you're not pleased with where you are right now, and you want to change the trajectory of your life, it means that you have to change your actions. Like you have to change what you spend time doing. You have to start performing the right actions. You have to start spending time doing the right things, right? You have to change your actions. Essentially, you have to change what you spend time doing, right? To change your life, you need to change your actions, right? And once you've figured out the right set of actions, you need to start performing consistently over time. That's going to lead you to accomplishing your goal. One of the measures or principles that can help you stay consistent with performing these actions is actions tracking. Do you understand? Right. So what does it mean? Essentially, like the name implies, you track your actions. You track what you spend time doing and how much time you spend performing those actions. Right. So for instance, you wake up and you in the book, Darren Hardy says you get a journal and then you write out the activities, the actions you perform each day and how much time you spend performing those actions. So for instance, I spent XYZ perform XYZ minutes performing XYZ action, XYZ, and then you track every single actions, that you perform for that specific day. How does it work and what does it do for you? You see, on the surface, it seems like, that's, I gotta do that kind of thing. That's, but I promise you, if you practice it, it's going to really transform your life, right? So what it does for you is that when you track your actions, daily actions, and how much time you spend performing those actions, essentially, it's like a daily report card that gives you raw, unfiltered feedback about who you are, not who you think you are or who you say you are, right? It shows you who you are. It shows you if you're actually being productive with your time and with your life, or if you're wasting your time and your life. It just gives you that feedback, and then it helps you forecast your likely outcome in the future. Like, given how you're spending time and if you're spending time on, this is where you're likely going to end up. Or like, it shows you the truth, unfiltered truth, that if you continue like this, you will end up not accomplishing your goal. That's assuming you're spending time on the wrong things, right? But if you've been spending time on the right things, you'd also see there and you know that, okay, if I keep at this and stick with it over time, I'm going to likely arrive at the desired outcome that I want. Do you understand? So it gives you like raw, unfiltered feedback. Like, look, this is what you've done with your life today. And then given that our life will generally move in a direction of what we consistently spend time on, it can help you forecast your likely outcome that, look, you're joking. If you continue like this, you are going to end up miserable. You're going to end up not fulfilling your goals. You're going to end up not fulfilling your potentials, right? That's assuming that you've been spending time on the wrong things, right? But if you've been spending time on the right things, it's going to show you as well, okay, that you've been doing the right things. Just stick with it. And if you continue with this, you're likely going to achieve your goals. Do you understand that? So it acts like it gives you raw, unfiltered feedback, as to who you are, not who you think you are. So it shows you this is who you are. And given what you're spending time on and how you're spending time, you are either likely going to achieve your goal or end up not achieving it. Do you understand? For instance, if you have a goal to learn a new language, for instance, and you've been spending reasonable amount of time doing that, and you track your actions, you see that at the end of the day, you see it, okay, I did what I'm supposed to do today. So you know that, okay, if I continue on this track, if I stay on this track, if I continue with this, I'm likely going to achieve my goal of learning this new language. Do you understand? So essentially, that's what it does. It gives you raw, unfiltered feedback of who you are and your likely outcome. Do you understand? So what it also does for you is that it can allow you course correct quickly. That, oh, okay, I've been spending time on the wrong things. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So it shows you the bad things, your bad habits, your bad things that you've been doing. It shows you your bad habits. Okay, I've been spending time on the wrong things. Okay. It shows you the changes you need to make if you need to make changes. And do you understand? So it shows you the changes you need to make and where you need to make changes. So essentially that's what it does for you. It gives you raw, unfiltered feedback. Shows you if you're headed in the right direction and if you're likely to accomplish your goal, or if you're deceiving yourself and you end up miserable, not fulfilling your potentials. Do you understand? So I hope that helps. Peace. Another way it helps you is that because you have to track each actions, and how much time you spend performing those actions, and you know that by the end of you get the review, of how you spent your time. It forces you to do the right things because you don't want at the end of each day to look at your report card in quote and see that you've been unserious, spending time doing the wrong things, maybe scrolling through social media, because you won't want to appear unserious to yourself. You will be compelled because you will receive your report card now because you've been tracking your actions. You'll be compelled to do the right things. You'll be compelled to perform the right actions. Do you understand? So essentially, it also helps you stay consistent with performing the right actions. I hope that helps. Peace.